What's up, gente? It's me once again, JALISCO-SAID-IT with another spill. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. With that said, I want to thank everybody that has been on here with me, supporting my channel, helping me out, and giving me likes and comments. I want to thank all of you for being on here with me and with slugs. I want to talk about this one time that I got deported when I was close to 16 years old. And I don't know. There was this situation that happened in the hood, and I got caught by the sheriffs. And since I didn't want to tell them where the homies ran, they and I was living in the streets. I wasn't living at home. I had pretty much kind of like a runaway type thing. So they threatened me to deporting me. Not, and I told them that I had papers and everything, but they were just trying to scare me. And at the end, they ended up throwing me out there. A lot of people don't believe me, but I could describe the whole INS little bungalow where they had us all and the way they threw us out. Before in TJ, they never threw you out before. I'm talking about 99. They don't. They didn't have the INS thing where the Mexican INS will pick you up and look at your background and give you a phone call. Now they didn't have that back then. There was this alley by the entrance and the exit of San Isidro Portway next to the Mexican consul. If you guys have gotten deported before, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was like this big hallway, kind of like an alley type thing, and it was dark. And they would always throw you like at 3 in the morning. Anyhow, oh, and they used to give you all your stuff in paper bags. Um, and everybody will grab their property and try to put their laces on their shoes and their belt on their on their waist and shit like that. But you will have to get together, and then from there you just ask everybody where they're going, who's gonna try to cross the border again and again and again. So anyhow, I only had like $60 with me. It helped me. I went and ate something, and I started hanging around with this guy from El DF. Like I told you guys, a lot of people had already money or had somebody to lean on, as far as like to get the pollero or somebody that was gonna smoke them back in. So I was just pretty much surviving. I was living at the park on 11th, and yeah, in La Once, something over there. There's a park called Morelos, and from there, I guess we started getting harassed by the cops for sleeping at the park bench. I only did it for two nights, and then this lady came on and told us to go to Victory Outreach, which was right there, like 2 blocks away. So I went and hit up Victory Outreach, and from there, they took us in. They pat us down. We gave everything we had as far as like cigarettes, lighters, and stuff like that. And then from there, they fed us pretty much just kind of like the seasoning of a soup with hot water and a glass of regular uh, water from the faucet, and that was our meal. Uh, and then they took us to another place after we stayed right there for 2 nights. They sent us to like this other house that they had for because they kind of transfer you to different houses to different parts of TJ. So I went to La Cruz right there, and from there, you wake up early, pray before you go to the cruzeros, before you go to the stoplights and to the buses where you pass out lollipops and stuff like that, while the other guy tells Bible scripture, and you get little coins and stuff like that. You let little donations, and then you take them back. We used to do that every day from I don't know, from like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Excuse me. And then we had service, Christian service, right there at the same church, Victory Outreach on 11th and something. I'm trying to remember the street, but it's still there though, Victory Outreach. And yeah, it was a crazy experience that humbled myself, that pretty much helped me look at life in a different way. That's why I'm so humble, and I'm thankful, and I'm grateful for everything that people do for me and the things that I have, even though sometimes people have a lot more. I've always said that I've always had a lot and I always had nothing, but I'm always down to work for the things that I need, and I don't like to play the victim card. But yeah, I used to go in the buses, like I told people in the live that somebody will go and tell a scripture of the Bible while I'll go around passing I don't know, de la Rosa lollipops or Tootsie Rolls. And yeah, people will grab them and whatever they wanted to donate, they just give me a few coins, and we do that on and on and on and on through the whole day. And yeah, we had lunch. We were able to spend, with permission, we were able to buy some virote and like a little bit of sour cream and a little bit of ham and a big 2 liter soda for me and the older guy. And that was every day, that was an everyday thing. I was kind of shy at first, but then I said, you know what, I have to survive. At one point, I got tired of everything because I started bumping heads with the main dude because I started seeing little things that were not cool for the so-called Christian people that they call themselves Christian. We were eating pretty much just pretty much bones with soup seasoning and water, and a piece of bread. Well, the main dude from the one house, he was like the main brother or the main Christian dude, and he would have eggs, milk, uh, pan dulce and stuff like that. And I seen that, and I was like, what the fuck, Like, how can we over here doing everything, to get money, and we get fed like this, and this other guy right here, low key, he's getting all kinds of like privileges, and it didn't make sense to me. So I flipped out at one time. I couldn't take it no more, so I went off on the OG, and I'm happy he didn't whoop my ass, because at one point I thought he was going to, but I was just mad. I was just tired of that shit, And like I tell people, if I have to speak, I will, and I don't give a fuck afterwards. But that's how I've been all my time. People think that I'm stupid. People think that I'm not gonna say anything. People think that I'm not gonna see things, but I do. I pay attention, but I don't like drama. But when I do talk, it's a wrap. When I do get tired of things, I don't give a fuck if you're tall, if you're big. I'll chunk them. I don't give a fuck. That's how it is. But I don't like to be aggressive. That's not my persona. That's not me. But anyhow, I went to the port of entry right there on San Isidro before there was like all this new stuff. There was this liquor store, and I went and called mom and I said, you know what, I'm right here, and it was about a month and a half that I had been down there in TJ. So she was looking for me for some reason. She was like, man, where the fuck were you at? And I told her, you know what, I was here in TJ. They deported me. I'm about to cross because she didn't want to buy me a fucking pollero. So I don't know. I sat right there for like an hour and debating and being scared, to be honest. And I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go. So I went and crossed the border. Uh, it was a blessing that I got through speaking English and stuff like that. And then asked for a ride right there. If you guys know where McDonald's is at, it's still right there in San Isidro. There's a McDonald's before you get to the Jack in the Box, and there's these white vans that they call burras. I told the lady that that I had missed my ride, and if she could like give me a ride to at least to Santa Ana before LA, and somebody was gonna wait for me and pick me up, and they could pay, for me. So I did that, and I remember they gave me the ride, and then we were getting to close to San Clemente INS checkpoint, Immigration Border Patrol checkpoint, and I was like, oh shit, And she told us right away, hey, everybody, pull out your documents and stuff like that. I started getting nervous, but they didn't stop us. We went through. But yeah, that's one of many blessings that I had, from living that life of not giving a fuck and not listening to my mom and not listening to the right things that people wanted me to do, people that care for me. I always wanted to do what I wanted to do, and yeah, that's one of my stories. Hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like my spills, and I'm gonna be doing reactions on the YouTubers or the situations that are going on with other channels. But I want to get to introducing myself little by little, and I will be reacting to a lot of things that are going on. But for now, thank you.